some companies thought it was good to jump on a bandwagon of LGBTQ because they thought the market really wanted it. And when you think about Jaguar, what do you think about? You think about a high-end car. Jaguar's a sick car. So
British car that leaks oil.
Yeah. So watch what the market said about their ad. Rob, you can play this ad. We don't have to watch the whole thing because we don't want to disturb the audience, but you can play a little bit for them to see it. And go ahead, play the clip. Watch this, folks. This is the ad that Jaguar did, thinking you're going to go buy a Jaguar.
Parental discretion is advised.
No, literally. They did this ad thinking, they approved it. They didn't do it. A marketing company did it. But they did this with the intention of thinking it would cause you to go want to buy. Look at this.
And wait for the car. Pat, you ready for this? Guys, just wait for the vehicle. Ready for Jaguar's newest vehicle? Ready? Here it comes. Okay. And...
No car.
No car. Right? Just a rock.
No, seriously. So you see this? Watch what this does.
I thought a rock was a country.
Jaguar sales. Rob, do you have a video clip on what it says it did or no?
I don't. That was just that video.
I got you. Jaguar sales collapses 97% in Europe amid controversial rebrand and EV translation. This is the Economic Times. British luxury car maker Jaguar experienced a 97.5% sales collapse in Europe, with only 49 vehicles registered for sale in April of 2025 compared to 1961 last year, okay, the previous year, and a 75.1% year-to-date drop with 2,665 cars sold from January to April following a controversial rebrand launch in November 2024. The rebrand, part of Jaguar Land Rover's shift, is fully electric, ultra-luxury brand by 2025, featured androgynous models, slogans like "Copy Nothing" and "Live Vivid," and a claw-like logo drawn criticism from Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who stated, abandoning its core identity. The rebrand minimalist campaign aimed at a younger, diverse audience coincided with Jaguar's discontinuing most internal combustion models, leaving a product gap as its new EV, including a $200,000 four-door GT due late 2025, is not yet available. Competing automakers like BMW, Audi, and EV sales rise by 32.4% and 50.4% respectively in the same quarter, while Jaguar, lacking new models since 2023, has left showrooms nearly empty. Empty. Vinny, your thoughts on this?
I mean, when we talk about California and how they pick their leadership, when we talk about New York and how you guys are not getting it and not adjusting and shifting, this is the same thing that happened with Jaguar. As if they didn't get the biggest case study in the history of trying to push this LGBTQ shit down somebody's throat with Bud Light. How much money did Bud Light lose having Dylan Mulvaney, a dude still with his testicles and all of his man parts, pretending to be a woman, telling grown men, telling Americans, you guys know the dynamic who drinks Bud Light. It's the Shane Gillis and it's all those guys. Pushing that to have them drink beer and use that, and they lost how many trillion, Rob? Because of Dylan Mulvaney, they lost $1.4 billion. Okay, Dana White and now Shane Gillis.
By the way, that's sales. Market value, they lost $27 billion.
Oh, I'm sorry. The company lost $27 billion because of one decision. And I remember the marketing girl who was sitting there. She had a freaking rainbow behind her. Okay, when are people going to get it? Guys, when I was drinking and making stupid decisions and everything, thank God I adjusted. I shifted gears, and I pray for people that are going through it that you can find it out and figure out, why am I making these horrible decisions? Why is everything falling apart in my life? Oh, it's the drinking, okay? Let me, with the help of my friends and family and Pat and Adam, all you guys, let me adjust. Let me go to church. Let me go talk to people that have been through it. I don't understand, Tom, and maybe you could help me. All these people that are just clinging to this small minority group that is not only doing the stuff that we saw with the 12-year-old boy, when it comes to companies still bowing down to the small freaking group as if it's going to work. We just saw, and it's an old one, a Jaguar commercial that didn't show me the car. Show me the car at the beginning. Have all those freaking psychos inside of it, but show me the car. They're still clinging on to it. I'm so happy that we're kind of, especially during Trump with the military and Pete Hegseth and everything, that it's kind of dwindling away, but the small group, that small minority is still hanging on. And as a business, I don't understand it, but good for you. Good for you. You deserve everything that you're going to get if you keep hanging on to the stupid image and the stupid ass ideology that you think that little group is gonna save your cars. Bull poo.
I got something for you.
Well said. When the minority speaks for the majority, you get consequences, and these are business consequences here. This is a minority attempting to push its viewpoints on the majority, and it backfiring spectacularly. 2 months ago, I double-checked, and the Jaguar USA website has no reference to the new logo or the things that are in this ad. They basically said, turn that thing off. And it went back to the old, I saw it was the old Jaguar, the old logo, everything on the US website. And going to Bud Light, you had a marketing VP. Now your job as a marketing VP is saying, hey, how can we get more middle-aged moms to appreciate Bud Light because it has less calories? How can we get more people to appreciate our products? That's called market share expansion. That's called your job. However, when you sit there and you say, well, I think the market was just too fratty, and remember that was a word she used, fratty. So I'm not saying allegedly, I'm saying you used the word fratty in a statement that many people, including me, found to be, in terms of marketing, completely inept. And you determined that with Dylan Mulvaney, you would go out and chase this other market, but you basically imploded the presence you had with your existing market. That's what Jaguar did. They went to chase a new market and they imploded everything. Look, this has been going on in marketing and advertising for a while, where in the echo chamber of marketing thought, which contains a lot of people and lifestyles that do not, look, Madison Avenue advertising, the people that are there are good at their jobs and they're great, but they also recognize that by and large, the lifestyle that's in the advertising industry is different from the core market, but they respect it. There are those who respect it and go out and market to get mass adoption. In other words, do your job for the company. Others believe it that they now have an opportunity to be political activists under the banner. So the irony, capitalism gave them their foundation and their stage to go state their case, and people voted no. And I like to know the 3% in England had actually bought the Jaguar. Yeah. You're going to stick out.
Yeah,
so it's like,
big time.
But that's it. Capitalism was working, and then they used the stage that capitalism gave them for Bud Light and Jaguar of decades of success. And they went out there and say, on the stage of capitalism, I'm changing it until, guess what? They got the middle finger from the consumer.
Good.
Adam, your thoughts before we wrap up.
Sure. So, everyone has a base. Any politician has a base. Any company has a base. Trump has the MAGA base. Bernie Sanders has the progressive base. Who is the base of Jaguar, you may ask? So it's British luxury. I feel like it's like Sean Connery, 007, James Bond style. And it's just been completely hijacked by the LGBTQ rainbow mafia. So there's symbolism here. There's a metaphor here. Anytime I hear the word London, it's almost like it's Canada. London's fallen. I'll tell you, like London Bridge is falling down, the song we all knew as kids. Anyone I talk to who's in Canada, Canada's just a mess. It's fallen. London's a mess. It's fallen. So does it surprise you that the #1 luxury car in the UK, in London, has gone the way of the LGBTQ mafia? So they say know your audience or don't abandon your audience. You ever seen the stat of the Fortune 500 companies that are no longer in the Fortune 500? Yes. I think since 1980, only 10% of the Fortune 500 companies that were in it then are still in it now. Why are they no longer there? It's because they failed to maybe innovate. They didn't recognize change soon enough, or some of them just didn't avoid catastrophic mistakes. This is a catastrophic mistake by Jaguar. And it might lead to bankruptcy. It might lead to being insolvent. And if you think that's not going to happen to you, I started my financial career when Lehman Brothers, when Bear Stearns, some of the biggest financial institutions in the world are no longer with us. So there's no guarantee that your company is going to be here tomorrow. And Jaguar, unfortunately, might be the latest example of a massive company that goes the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah. And those are good points that all three of you made. Capitalism is very honest. If you forget the customer, they have plenty of other places to go to. Very simple.
They vote
Especially
quick.
your loyal customers. They have many, many options. And going back to everybody, we appreciate you guys that you watch. I just got the strangest the text right now that maybe I'll talk about on the next podcast. Very weird text message I just got right now. Jen's texting me. I just showed it to you. I'll talk to Rob. But I'll talk to you guys about it next on Thursday when we do the live podcast. Gang, a couple things again. Remember, merch, 4th of July, sport the gear. First 50 that placed the order over $400 will be FaceTiming you. Everybody else, go get a Future Looks Bright hat, shirt, gear, family, friends, best friends. Get the order, send it to them, give them a gift. Let's spread the messaging of Future Looks Bright because I fully believe it does. And that level of optimism is there, whether it's good times, bad times, ugly times. And we're convinced 2026 will be a very special year as we're getting into it. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.